Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I am talking to D. Joshua Taylor, and we are going to talk about his SLIG 2022 class, Advanced New England Research from the Colonial Times to the early 1900s. What a great class. And you're such a great teacher. If I had more New England people, I'd be jumping to come to your class. But who is this class targeted for? I know it's an advanced class, so it's advanced.
Right. So really the New England class is targeted for someone who has done what I would consider to be beyond the basics of New England research. So you've looked at the compiled sources, you know what Savage is, you read the register when it comes in the mail, and you're really stuck on a couple of brick walls in New England that you'd like to move past. So it's really for the New England researcher that has more questions than answers, but will come to the course with a pretty decent pedigree or at least research problem focused on New England.
What are some of the topics for the? You don't have to name every one of them.
Well, I was just going to say I'm so excited about the topics because Drew Bartley has agreed to come and teach in the course. And for those of you who don't know Drew, or Scott Andrew Bartley is his full name, Drew is a past editor of publications like the Vermont Genealogist. He works with NEHGS on a couple of study projects. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing in the course are focusing on specific record types like town records or military collections or some of the study projects, and working through advanced techniques when using those sources. So we're going to take the source, we're going to assume that you have found something in the source or seeking to find something in that source, and then show you advanced techniques to move beyond what you find. So it's really going to be an opportunity to, I have this town record, I'm not sure what it is or what it means, and we're going to help walk you through the process of how to use it in your New England research.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, you spoke, now who are the other instructors?
So other instructors, Drew Bartley is coming, Diane Gravel is coming. She's taught in the intermediate New England course with me before. She's going to talk about land transfer and ownership. I'm going to talk a little bit about church records. And then we also will be joined by Janice Lovelace, who's going to talk about Blacks in colonial New England, free and enslaved, and also do a case study that's going to talk about tracing free Blacks after the American Revolution in New England. So I'm particularly excited for some of those topics in there as well.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. So your goal for people when they, well, first of all, is there going to be homework? Everybody always wants to know if there's going to be homework.
There will be a little bit of homework, but not too much. What I really want people to do is to spend their evenings, one, relaxing and refreshing and getting ready for the next day, but also diving into some of these sources that we're going to be talking about, because so much of what we're looking at will be accessible either online or at the Family History Library. And so I'd like people to spend some time getting hands-on in the evenings.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and I do think that's the best way to learn, is to go back to your hotel room, wherever you're staying, and just think about what you learned or what you talked about during the day. And if it's homework, meaning go find those sources, that's how you learn. Doing that hands-on is how you learn, instead of just letting it go in one or the other. So I really do think that putting those concepts into practice is how you learn. So your goals for people coming out of the class?
So real goals, number one, I would love for you to be able to teach the course the next time we do it. That sort of is goal number one. But really, the goal is to understand places that you might not have looked before in New England, but also when enough is enough. When you've exhausted your sources with the New England problem. And really part of the structure of the course is to help you identify different tactics to solve a problem, but also to know when to say, you know what, this is how I'm going to have to leave this family right now, feel comfortable with that, and then moving on. So that's sort of a secondary goal that I absolutely have with the course, is I want you to feel good about being able to let something sit for a while.
We have a hard time doing that, don't we?
we do. And in New England, it's so hard because there's so many sources.
Yeah.
And we want to try and build your confidence a little bit to get to that point.
What a fabulous class. This is going to be wonderful for anybody that's And so many, I mean, most of us do have some connection with New England. If I can just get mine more out of the South, I know I've got those New England people out there. So I'll get to your class eventually because we all will need it, right? Everyone will need it at some point,
Right.
unless your people, you know, never were in New England or you're researching in a different country. Most of us are going to need a New England class at one point, one time period. Well, is there anything else about this class, Josh, that we didn't cover that you just want to encourage people?
I would just say we're going to have a very fun educational time. As I said, there's no mandated homework in the course, but if you do decide to take the course, make sure you come with a couple of research questions that you can sort of work on when you're asking questions and moving through the course. It's really designed to be a look at beyond what you've probably already encountered in New England, and particularly to introduce you to sources that are not online, that might still lie in wait to be uncovered in New England.
Fabulous. What a fabulous course. So I encourage people to, if you need New England, registration is coming up soon. So make sure you are ready and you hit that registration button and take Josh's class and learn how to research your ancestors that were in New England. So thank you very much for joining us today, Josh, and good luck with your class. And I know everybody taking it is going to have a fabulous time. So thanks so much for joining me today.
Hey, thanks, Sherry.
Bye.